Hey buddy, Steve back in Surviving Mars Below and Beyond the South Pole Challenge. We have a core heat convector finally operating on the map. So it is kind of making a lot of this other stuff a bit redundant. This subsurface heater is off because if I turn it back on, I have to... No, let's just demo it. That works too. We can increase the shuttle hub capacity, so let's go ahead and do that. Right away. Oh, this guy... Oh, whoopsies. There we go. Problem solved. Hey, superior cables. Always good stuff. Infection level is endemic right now. Note that I only have one farm actually producing Curetatos, and they need 60 to get this cargo rocket back to Earth. So I might have to kick it up. No, wait. No, I have all 4 of them producing Curetatos. It's been a bit since I've recorded, between the recording the last video and this video. Although somebody had a really good idea. I am soliciting recommendations for a potential tips video based on what you were saying in the last video in the comment section. And somebody said that if you put idiots to work in farms, they can't, there's no maintenance on it. So theoretically, you cannot, like, you can actually make your, you can put your idiots to use and just essentially do it like, oh, it's essentially idiot proof. I don't have to worry about doing, or worrying about the idiot colonists damaging stuff. You need to put some extra recharge stations down because these guys are all over the map right now. Let's go ahead and put one up here. I guess tuck one in between those two dudes. Stunning cargo modules, we're going to need that for the rockets. We're working on high-powered jets now, then lake crafting. Going to need all of this stuff as we go through this. You've probably noticed at this point that my logo on the bottom right of the screen is flickering on and off. I'm fiddling with some settings in my OBS to just kind of change it up a little bit with the little head I have in the corner. The last video I had some sort of reaction thing that when I was talking, the logo would change size a little bit. This time I'm trying it out with the logo just going dark when I'm not talking. See right there, it just went dark for that second. Where I was like, okay, I'm trying to figure out a nice sweet spot for it because I do want to do more with my setup. I do eventually want to start doing, if I end up doing a stream or something, I want to have something there that's indicating, like, yes, I'm talking, even though you cannot see me on screen. I gotta find stuff to research. Inspiring architecture is really good. Martian-born strength, really good. Farm automation, not super needed. Holographic scanning, that one's actually kind of helpful. Advanced rocketry, I should probably do stuff like... Ooh. Hang on. Cloud seeding. Is cloud seeding available at my rate? Here's what I need to do. I need to start increasing the water and seed contents of the planet to make my goal of terraforming this planet before the launch date of November 10th. If for some reason this gameplay does not get all the way there, I am considering, actually giving this some serious thought, the possibility of doing, or almost restarting this map in relaunched. Same scenario, same everything, but probably increasing the difficulty on a few things also, just to make sure. My food production is quite bad at the moment. Food production is 13 per soul, but consumption is 80. I should probably get some food trade going right now. Let's go ahead and offer up machine parts for food, and I think we'll get a decent deal on that one. You are just waiting for your Curetatos. We have, 3 of our farms producing Curetatos right now. BSE is willing to give me a crap load of food for this, so that solves my problems for the moment. O2 is listed as -1 right now, but it's really just 0.1, so don't worry too much about that. I've got all the water I need because I got this dude going. And this is really going to kick things up because I believe we have liquid water available. Yes. Okay, so once I get lake crafting done, I can actually start building lakes. It will cost me quite a bit because it's 10 water for the big lakes until they're full. Do also need, sustainable grass is not available yet. I want to get to a point where I can do the open farm, and that solves the food problem instantaneously by doing that. Polymers are draining badly. Let's amplify this guy, because we actually do have now a crap load of extra power available, and I really should be utilizing that to the best of my ability. Let's get the electronics factory. Yep, you're all upgraded too. I don't think I need to amplify my fuel storage because I actually have quite a bit going for that. Paradox is offering a trade-off that doesn't interest me at the moment.
Resources are low.
Yep, I agree. Food resources are low. I got a hay over here. Sweet. How much do you got over here? 20 machine parts. You have exactly the number of machine parts that I don't need. Let's grab it anyway. Grab all the machine parts, and I can dump them into the rocket just to speed up the transfer of stuff. I do actually have quite a bit of food over here, but I don't know why I've got 44 food stored over here when the food kind of needs to be stored here, realistically. These goats are not going to be ready just yet.
Resources are low.
I'm assuming that was, yeah, because now we have that. Let's unload the food. Do an autosave real fast. And probably just going to dump it off over here, because it looks like that's where all the food's being dumped off to at the moment. Cool. Put it all over there. Yeah, the drones are just grabbing all of it. Love it. Need to double check my MDS coverage, because I don't think I'm going to be loving it. No, I think one more MDS down here would be helpful. Just to make sure that everything is running hunky-dory down here. And I really just don't want to have... Knowing my luck with this game, there's going to be like just a crap load of meteors going for this space elevator. Alright, sweet. That rocket's good. I'll probably offer... I may offer machine parts for polymers next, if I'm totally honest. Because, yeah, I'm producing 22. My maintenance is 16. I still have a surplus of them, but down here, it's not a great trade. Let's offer concrete. 56 isn't bad, but I could probably get a little bit of a better trade from somebody else. 22.3. I'll take it. Now down here, I think I do need to get a shuttle doing just a run back and forth to Earth, taking rare metals. I'm also, hang on, I didn't realize how much cash I was sitting on. I'm sitting on $14 billion at the moment. I don't need to be doing any exports. I just need to be building shit. Let's go ahead, speaking of building shit, let's go ahead and build an apartment complex right now. And I do think that I may need to move this apartment complex just to have something go between these two domes. I have the concrete for it, I don't have the metal for it, I definitely don't have the polymers for it. But I do also have unemployment. Where are my unemployed folks? Here. Homeless over here. Unemployed here. Okay. Got a crazy ass idea. Let's put... Yeah, right there. This one's going to be in the middle of all three domes. Hopefully, unemployed colonists can get to this from everywhere, because we have an opening here. They'll have to go over the ramp. They have an opening here, opening here. Maybe, just maybe, I can get some fuel over here, and there is fuel storage down here. I can do some polymer production in between these three domes, and that might be the ticket on this one. All right, do that there. Factory AI amplify. Hopefully that's going to be addressing our issues. All right. We have some unemployed colonists. You're working all the time. You're not fully up and running. Let's make sure that's working right for you. I don't know what security station has... How does a security... Okay, dude. You now work at a farm. I don't care. Like, you have to go work at a farm now. That's a great tip. If you have an idiot in your colony, just have them work at the farms. Don't have them work at the ranches. Because the ranches can have problems. You need to have them work at farms, because farms don't ever need maintenance. Let's check on this up here, too. Got all this extra power production. I want to make sure I've got plenty of That's what I was talking about last video too. Now it's all coming back to me. Don't know what it was, don't care. Gonna add some more power storage up here. Wait, what? Hmm? How is that not working right? Okay. I have a little gap in the field right there. But it's outside of this. Oh, right. Okay. I have no MDSs up here. Fuck. Berries. I'm going to put those two right there.
Research complete.
High-powered jets. Cool. Oh, please do not immediately come down on top of this. I'm going to be really... Okay, it's at the top of the map.
Approaching.
Wow, game. Yeah, I mean, I should be coming to expect this at this point. Once we get the, And honestly, the cold wave, I'm not super concerned about it, because I've got so much power, excess power going right now. I'm not super duper worried about it. I am a little worried that, you know, these guys may not be getting enough dedusting. This guy's not getting any dedusting, actually. I'm worried about that enough to do something about it, though. It's 3 metals. But everything else is actually getting... Well, he's not either. Okay, 3 of them are not getting dedusted. Let's actually address. Okay, you're in range there, cool beans. You're in range there, cool beans. And you're in range... Wait a minute. 1... I was trying to go for symmetry with this, and I kind of just lost the plot on it. Yeah, right there looks good. Right, rocket's headed out. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I can very easily be buying all the materials I need from Earth, because we're still running in an endemic state right now. We're going to get, let's see, let's call it 15. 30...
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
45 Curetatos. And this one only needs 46 to load up, so we should be okay there. I'm going to turn off this trade pad, because I actually don't need it as a trade pad at the moment. There's no mission, there's no satellite missions available right now, so we don't have to worry about that. We're producing polymers, bitchin'. Metal's kind of our main concern. This is the only metals deposit that is not... that's got problems at the mo. But thinking about it, since I've got lake crafting coming up, I do actually want to bring up just a cargo rocket. Empty cargo rocket. Because with lake crafting, yeah, we can start dropping lakes down. We can start building it up here. I actually have a pretty cool idea. I could do a lake over this area. Oh, I did not realize that rover was still on the low ground, by the way, where this meteor shower is coming down. I like the idea of putting a lake maybe up here, just to start working on the greenery for it. The capital city, long term, is probably going to go right here.
Found.
Sweet, that's free research that I'm not going to go for right this second. Yeah, don't have lake vaporators. That I'll get when I get the Omega telescope built. Let's go ahead and do a big... That's a second anomaly. Cool. I think this is actually in radius. Yeah, it is. Boom, look at that. We're gonna get this built. I'll wait till the dust storm, or till the meteor storm ends before I do anything with it. But do I also want to get another one of these guys built? I kind of like the idea of building one, maybe... kind of like right here, actually. Looks pretty good for it. Elevated access. Let's see what we got. Now, even though there are other colonies on Mars, our space elevator remains unique. The leaders of the other colonies have each contacted us with a request to grant them partial access to the space elevator. Allowing them to use it will increase our influence on Mars while allowing other colonies to advance their own economies. If we deny their request, it could become a point with friction. So we could do it just to gain standing with other colonies. We could charge them for it. Or we could just tell them to fuck off. My brain is actually going to let them do it, go with this first option, because I'm sitting on a ton of cash right now. I don't think I necessarily need an extra $2 billion, but this would help us with trade with the other colonies. So, gonna go with this one. I'll take that. Alright, so we have a cold wave and 1 Sol 16. We have all the materials theoretically needed for this. We also theoretically have all the materials needed for this, minus 30 machine parts. Where do I want to put the mole hole mine? First indication is like right down here. Having this available and having the mining, because you're pulling 2.3 per, you're pulling also 2.3 per. Okay. You could put it like right down here. If I put it like right there. Or if I go here, hang on. What if I do something like that? I like this. For some reason, this is tickling my fancy. Okay, Admiral Duarte is here. Food is low for the moment. I don't have a lot to trade. Okay. I'm actually going to take Paradox up on this. I can sacrifice 50 of my 200 electronics for 345 food. This actually works. Oddly enough. I ask and I receive. Admiral Duarte, go ahead and load up 50 electronics. Go over there and get a crap load of things. We got another Corrigan Vector coming online. Yes, this is going to cause a problem for our water. Do I have the, Yes, I do have the vaporators researched. They're right there. I can build some vaporators. And that can solve my problem. Yeah, 8 metals. I have eaten through literally all of my metals in the colony in a very, very short amount of time. Is this a situation where I want to actually... I'm legit thinking, do I want to... import metal? Oh, whoops. Problem solved. How am I meeting production on these guys? This is is my game glitched? Because how am I getting... You're a low quality deposit, you're a low quality deposit. But somehow, my water extractors are providing the exact amount of water needed to run these two guys. This does not make sense. And now seeing I'm producing 5. The elevator. That's got to be it. Water received 13.7. Yeah, let's run downstairs. Can you, like, move? Are you stuck? You might be stuck. I think the underground is acting up. Yeah, this is decreasing. Right, we're sending water upstairs.
Cold wave approaching.
When the hell did that start working for me? When that should not have been working. Like, because I'm pretty sure that's been bugged for a bit. All right, scrubber in the meantime. I'm going to double scrubber, because that's the way to do it. This guy, yep, we're good there. He's also pulling 18 metals per day out. We've got most of what we need here. This cold wave, yeah, the machine parts factories, they're completely bonk right now. They're not going to do anything. Thankfully, this is just outside the radius. Unfortunate. So it's going to start drawing 120 power per tick, but everything inside these two and around this guy, they're fine. Let's go ahead and increase your service area to max, please. Increase your service area to max, please. Increase your service area to max, please. As soon as this autosave is finished. Beep-a-doop-boop-boop. Alright, cold wave going. Look at that. Boom. Gotta love it. We're increasing the temperature of the planet, and we're not having massive problems with our power. We're still drawing down 715. Or sorry, we're now, instead of having like 1,500 extra, we have more. All right, Admiral Duarte has returned with a like crap load of food. What you had, buddy? Come here. Yeah, now we're at -9 on water. I guess because we have... Oh, I think because we drained the tank downstairs. That's what's going on. And now we're also draining the tanks up here. Plus side, once this cold wave ends, and let's call it 3 souls round up here, I could also turn off the core heat convectors just to refill the tanks. Did I set this as an auto? No, I didn't. Alright, we're just going to grab all that. I just want to make sure we're grabbing everything off this. Wait. Oh, he's taking rares back. Throw me off here for a minute. Alright, go ahead and drop that off over there. This guy's going to be full in a heartbeat. And there is food capacity over here, so don't have to worry too terribly much about that. I'm checking in over here now. Concrete is not being moved over here. Slight problem. Well, it's being moved. It's just like all of my drones are just like, we're frozen. Come help. Let's also put some recharge stations down. I don't do recharge stations. It is something I do not do often. I freely admit this. There we go. Just take a metal, build them dudes. Hopefully that'll alleviate the issues over there, because there's a lot of drones running on that section. Running into problems. This dome is filling. Whoa. That's a lot of kids. Open up night shift at the school. Let's actually have night school. And probably a garden. Just to have more space for people to play. I do think... I'll put that up there. Because, yeah, this holds... You know, it holds 5, but we kind of need more access for it. You're out of materials. I'm kind of okay with that. We've got some machine parts available, but not too terribly much. Oh, crap. Never mind. I was talking about putting a lake up here. How the hell am I going to get water to it? It's not going to fucking work. Okay. How much do you actually need? Consumption 1. Okay, so that could actually be run with a vaporator. This guy... I mean, if I gotta do it, I gotta go big. So... I'm kind of thinking if I build two moisture vaporators to go with it, theoretically, I could just have that working. And like a scrubber. Oh. The rocket came back. We'll drop like a dedicated Curetatos storage, because I don't think there's actually one we have. Wildfire Cure Depot. We'll just put it right there, I guess. I don't even know how many I have. Is it something I can... Is that something I can actually see? In this? Am I missing something? Research amplification. Awesome. Amplify my Hawking Institutes. Do that right the hell now. Alright, -7.5. We're going to go ahead and shut off all fuel refineries for the time being. That's going to reduce our draw. Concrete extractor. Waste rock storage is full again? Okay. Alright, let's turn off the Molehole Mine project and both scrubbers for the moment. Let's get the metals to be building these charge platforms. That way the drones can, like, quickly just go recharge themselves. Make it a little easier, because again, 25 drones over here, nothing is keeping this area warm. We definitely need to have some extra capacity to get this up and running. Concrete extractors offline because, once again, we're full of waste rock. Lovely. I don't know why they're not doing more with it, though. Atmosphere, we're still doing good there. We're actually doing quite a bit with the atmosphere. This guy's done quite a bit on his own. The core heat convector's definitely putting in the work right now. The forestation plants just lagging behind. The plan for me and the forestation plants, I might as well just talk about this now, is once we get the interplanetary projects done, planetary projects. This one, I'm going to start doing the seed veg missions. I know it's not the best idea, but I absolutely need to get this thing closer to 40%. Because once we get up to 40%, then it's just going to be those seed veg missions. I really don't think I can wait for the forestation plants, all 5 of them, to get them to a point where they can do this. All right, you guys are built. Let's go ahead and turn you back on, turn you back on, turn you back on. There we go. Now we've got some drone. We can actually charge these guys. One problem solved. Ish. All right. We do have kids in the night school. Cool. Machine parts factory, still waiting on materials. We're down to 56. How many do we still need down here? Oh, 0. We have all of them here. We just need to get the metals for these dudes. And then we should, keyword, be okay. We're waiting on, let's call it 250 concrete and 200 machine parts. I'll go ahead and do an order on the elevator for the machine parts to get us over the hump. Cool beans. Love it. We probably could afford to actually do a... holy hell. How did my draw go that far down?
Space elevator.
Your daily should be... Yeah, your daily should be 960. All of you should have daily productions at 960 power. But I don't know why we're running at 384. Really? Really?
Resources are low.
I guess. I mean, food's kind of low, but when we just literally had some cover crops produce some food. The ranch is going to be producing food momentarily, so I think we're going to be okay on the food front for now, but it's definitely going to be a problem in the long run. Got this guy coming up. Dragon's coming up empty. Holy shit, the machine parts down here. Kind of makes sense because we have all the machine parts we need over in this project. Let's go to grab a bunch of machine parts off of this thing. Just take it right over. Alright, cold wave's ending. Awesome. I am going to turn off the... what you call it for a moment? I'm going to turn off both these core heat convectors just to get my water tanks filled back up. I do also want to put a scrubber right here. And a scrubber right here. I'm okay spending the electronic to get these guys repaired. I'm not huge on spending all the extra polymers to get them built up. Alright, 9 water. So this guy's going up by 7. This guy's going up by 0.8. Do need to get some vaporators built. I need to build a water farm like I've done in previous playthroughs, but I don't really have a lot of good spots with which to do it. I'm not going to get rid of the diamond dome. It just took me too long to, figure out where that one was going to go, but where do I put a water farm? I could do something down here and maybe tunnel it back up to the colony. That's a viable option. It would also kind of save on stuff. How big's...
Funding received.
Yeah, this guy's got a shitload of real estate he can utilize. Let's work on that in the next video, because I'm thinking right now, run a power cable and probably water near this guy running southwest, and just putting a bunch of water here. No fuel, just water. And I've done the fuel farms too. At the top here, put a tunnel with the other entrance like right here, right next to the train station. That might be the way to go with this. Okay, you're gonna come down here. Might be the right spot for it. Alright, let's put that up to there. Can you cover? Oh, he's just just to, like, this guy's 1 hex over from where he needs to be. If he was a little bit closer, these guys could de-dust each other. Unfortunate. And you need to be a little bit bigger. Make sure this guy's getting de-dusted. There we go. Cool beans. And our molehole mine definitely going to be finished in the next video. I'm at the 30-minute mark right now. So yeah, next video, I'm thinking we start doing some water stuff. We're gonna do some water play next video. Gonna put a couple of lakes up here, I think. Build my water farm. At least 2 lakes have to get built. But I definitely want to test that theory about putting a lake down and then a couple of moisture vaporators just dedicated to running that one. We'll do the groundwork for it now. Before I wrap up. Don't like that design. I like that design better. There we go. So if I put it here...
Research complete.
Holographic scanning's done, that's helpful. Let's put this here. And then we're going to do a...
Resources are low.
Just like that. These two will have to be powered, but this guy's touching this, so we should be okay on that front. Alright, cool. We're going to have our first lake going in the next video. Got a bit done. I don't want to say I got a lot done, but I got a decent amount done. For now, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.